Shalom, Akim. I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. And salutations to all the Akim and all folk on earth who's pushing this truth and sincerity. Shalom, Akim. I want to get into this article here. You know, it says Belgium comes to terms with human zoos of its colonial past. You know, this is a lot of the things that Esau has done are now coming to light, and the people of the world are upset about these things, and and they want answers, and some of these places and countries are still suffering from what Esau has came and done to them. It says 60 years ago, Belgium set up a live display of people from Congo for the 1958 World Fair. Now the country is rethinking that legacy. And that's something that Esau used to have. They don't have them anymore. You don't hear about those world fairs anymore. Not just because of the economy, because at the time, Esau was just able. He was showing world fairs showed your advancement in technology. It showed your cities. It showed the different lights. Chicago had a world fair. Different cities host these world fairs, and they're basically. Like I said, it's just a fair showing the technology and advancement that Esau's had in society. And so he calls these world fairs, and he has them in different cities, major cities around the world. I want to say the one in Chicago introduced the lights, introduced this light switch, actually. So, where we at right now, when you hit the light switch, that was one of the first places that it got shown to the world. To the people who are there, actually, because this is before TV and all that stuff. But anyway, so it says that at that World Fair that they had a live display of human zoo, and let me read a little bit of it and bring some verse. He says 60 years ago, today Belgium staged for the opening of the 1958 World Fair a glittering 200-day celebration of post-war social, cultural, and technology advances. That's another thing too. It talks about the post-war these world fairs. And they had the soldiers there and showing off the different guns and stuff. Esau loves to parade around, his weaponry. He said it is said to retain an importance of place in the collective memory of the Belgian nation. A series of events are being held in an auditorium and a futuristic landmark built for the spectacle and recognition. Yet as Belgium capital indulges in nostalgia, one exhibit staged at the time is not being revised. A live display of black men, women, and children in native conditions laid on for the education and amusement of white Europeans. And it says the children are in the native conditions. You see, you gotta realize that, Esau, he has these different these little funny jokes he plays, where he thinks Jake running around with bones in their noses and stuff like that, man. And he's playing these cartoons and stuff, man. Just the image that he plays out there. But yeah, this was in 1958 when they had this fair. But then when you go to Belgium's history, you go out to about 1908. Yeah, 1908. That's when the boy Leopold was around. And you want to know something about Leopold's wickedness that he done. Leopold was cutting off arms and limbs of the people of the people. If they didn't bring enough gold, if they didn't bring enough minerals out of the jungle to him. So he had an allowance of here. That's not he made the people damn near an allowance, so to speak. This is Psalm 58. I'm going to start at 2. Yea, in heart ye work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. And that's what King Leopold was doing, man. With the Belgian period, man, because he was backed by them, and that was his people, So he went over there and just taking over and doing whatever he wanted. If they didn't bring out enough gold or diamonds out of the jungle, he cut limbs off, man. So that's wicked, man. It's Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they are born, speaking lies, man. And they had the damn king. If you know anything about King Leopold, the other European nations were upset with Leopold. Leopold had to lie to the other nations to tell them that he wasn't doing as bad as they were saying he was doing, man. It's a whole big mix-up because a lot of these Edomites from that era, they moralize them and stuff and put them on huge pedestals. But when you look at their backdrop and look at what they were really doing, it's evilness and wickedness, man. This Rhodes scholar, that's another guy, Cecil Rhodes. Cecil Rhodes, if I'm not mistaken, was cool. They were cool. Him and Leopold were cool, if I'm not mistaken. I gotta look some research up, but yeah. But those were two Edomites that were into some, they were still kill and destroy, man. Yeah. Back to his article. So Esau, a lot of the atrocities he's done, they're being bought out now, and he wants to try to cover them up in certain ways and try to make them seem like they were good, just like with the slavery that's going on here in America. They have, they want to rewrite the history books and everything, but the truth is out there, man. John 10:10, the thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy, man. And that's what, Esau and King Leopold's, the Belgian reign, I should say, that's what they were doing over there, man. Extracting the goods out of the land, as well as they kept a stronghold there, man. Belgium is one of the it's in between. It's a country get power from France, and then if I'm not mistaken, it's also backed by the English. But so these are just other Edomite countries, and they all have the same damn their intent, man. The devil doesn't change, man. This is Proverbs 22:16. He that oppress the poor to increase his riches, and he that give to the rich shall surely come to want, man. And that's what he did. That's what Belgium did. And like I said, even to this day, Belgium still has a stronghold over there on the west coast of Africa, because Belgium is a spot where they claim the best chocolate in the world comes from. Where do you get your chocolate from? You're getting it from Africa, man. You're getting it from that west coast, man. And 9 times out of 10, all you did was took a recipe that they already had going over there. These different plant abstracts that we deal with, such as vanilla, these different things, man. A lot of these, they all got them from seeing those Africans over there extracting the land and pulling that stuff out and using it, man. Esau, all he did was copied everything, man. This is and not only that, for those people over there working those mines and everything, and working those lands and tilling that land, the devil takes everything, man. Jake never got to see anything, or those people never got to see anything or enjoy none of that stuff, man. This is Job 20 and 19. Because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he had violently taken away a house which he built not. Esau didn't build anything, man. It was all built by the Israelites, man. For the most part. And over there in that west coast part, some of those Africans, some of those Israelites, but they don't get to reap the benefits that come from the chocolates or the diamonds that are being sold. They showed a number about over in Maui, and they said that a few million in France gives them collect off the rocks is not even fair. And not only that, you gotta keep in mind that those leaders over there are getting that top money, man. The people ain't getting nothing, man. They get nothing, literally nothing. Shambles on the dollar, man. If even that, man. This is Job 24:14. The murderer rises with delight, killing the poor and needy, and in the night is a thief, man. And that's once again, just exploiting and letting you know who Esau is, and letting you know, them Belgians, they came over there just on bull. They were making fun of the people over there, man, and trying to do these zoos, just making a quick buck, make a quick dollar, and was nothing but a murderer, man, killing those people like that, man. And now they put him on put them in zoos, human zoos, man. So like I said, the last one was in 1958, man. You know. So this play, Belgium, they got, those Belgium, like I said, those are Edomites too. They're in between the French and the English, and they're supposed to be their upper echelon, so to speak. But yeah, I just seen this article and I wanted to bring that out. Hope this is edifying. Shalom, Makian.